And within hours of the collapse, local officials set up a reunification center and hotline for families and friends waiting for news of their loved ones.
Many of those families headed down to the scene to wait at the reunification center for just any news. CBS 4's Austin Carter is there live with that part of the story. And Austin, I know you mentioned you saw some family members coming out early this morning.
Yeah, we did. They came out here even before the sun came up, and this really was a sleepless night for the dozens of families that are still waiting for some answers here this morning. Now, here at the reunification center, they've been able to connect just one family member so far, we're told, but many others right now still wondering where their loved ones are. They're holding on to hope. Take a listen.
We want to find them. They were close friends. They don't speak English, they don't have any ID, they are missing.
Rodrigo Salem is trying to learn anything about his friends here, a couple that has a young daughter together. They were staying inside one of the condos, we're told. Rodrigo was also there hours before the collapse, he says. Now let's get you a look at what it was like out here at the reunification center before the sun even came up. We saw one family hugging each other. The doors here have since reopened at the Surfside Community Center. There's also a large Miami-Dade police presence along with other community members, as this really has become the place for families to turn to and find some type of comfort. Rodrigo also tells us that this collapse was unimaginable, and unfortunately, he says the warning signs were there.
I know that the garage was kind of flooded. I know that there were cracks on the walls, but we didn't thought that could happen.
And crews out here are doing whatever they can to try to figure out who everyone is and try to locate people if there is anyone still under that rubble. And we know that right now DNA is being collected from family members to try to match them with any victim. So that is being collected. Now, if you do have any concerns, if you're wondering about your loved one, if you're just hearing about this news and you want to make it out here, we are along Collins Avenue at 9301 Collins Avenue. There's also a number you can call for any questions or any concerns. It's 305-614-1819. That's the very latest here live in Surfside. I'm Austin Carter, CBS 4 News.
And Austin, can we talk about the logistics and challenges? Because in addition to the communication efforts being, of course, incredibly difficult, and actually physically getting to the reunification center and awaiting updates, as Rodrigo mentioned, the people he's looking for don't speak English. And we've been hearing a lot of stories of, people from out of this state, out of this country, people from out of town, vacationers. Can you talk about some of the challenges in reuniting with family members specific to this building collapse?
And like you just said, that language barrier can obviously cause issues with people trying to figure stuff out, especially in a chaotic scene. You know, even though we're moving past the 24-hour mark here of this collapse happening and this reunification center opening, there is still a lot of confusion, especially when we hear that some of the people that were staying inside this condo building may have been tourists at the time. So there's definitely, it sounds like, people who at one point were staying or actually lived inside this condo building from different backgrounds, maybe not even from this country. So again, that's why these crews right now are trying to figure out everything, even taking that DNA to try to figure out any way if there is any match to anyone that they do find.
It's hearts to go out to all the family members and, of course, all the volunteers, the Red Cross. Also, they're assisting all these families desperately waiting for news and also hopeful. Austin, thank you so much for that live report.